We've traveled to Boston to show you how your club can become physically and fiscally fit on this episode of VGM Club Chronicles.
Clubs today are looking for ways to increase their membership's experience and participation while improving their bottom line revenue. Fitness has emerged as an area that can make this happen. Just look around at recent studies. The question is, how do you do fitness with the cost of equipment and other challenges such as space and personnel without breaking the bank? So, when the team at Titleist Performance Institute, otherwise known as TPI, invited us to one of their certification classes, we jumped at the chance to show the VGM Club community how to make fitness a success. While in Boston, we also caught up with Jim Murray and Mark Berry from Life Fitness to hear about their relationship with TPI and how they've been helping VGM Club facilities.
We've been doing a ton of stuff with golf and country clubs, and obviously with TPI and Titleist. We use their trainers and specialists to create programming and develop a real amenity for country club members.
There's no question that the education piece of the business is important as the equipment part, and the space planning and design really comes into, the type of overall consultative attack that we come to the table with, and we're pretty excited about doing that in 2017 and introducing a lot of the new products that tie into this particular market segment.
How long has Life Fitness been partnered with TPI, and what are the top two reasons for that continued partnership?
Well, the TPI thing goes back just about a decade now. That programming has really become the foundation of what we've learned to adapt into some of our newer developed equipment products, and how we then dovetail those back into golf-specific training.
Besides the fantastic equipment, what else is setting Life Fitness above the crowd?
We're trying to find a way for country clubs to keep their existing membership, get a little bit younger, attract new members, have more of a family environment. So by having an active fitness center with real programming and real training protocol, you don't have to have a member that's got to go to Planet Fitness or to a YMCA and spending money there. It's a way to drive membership. It's a way to bring people to the club more often, have them spending more money in different areas of the club, have a junior program where the kids can work out and come more often. So it's really trying to help the business acumen of GMs in terms of what's going to work for their country club.
And I know Life Fitness has much more than just the equipment to offer those facilities. Mark, can you explain a little bit about the additional consultation that Life Fitness offers the country club?
Traditional space planning has been our forte, and we know how to build a current blended type room that addresses novices all the way to performance athletes. But the piece that goes above and beyond that is what we're doing outside the gates as well, with taking TPI certifieds and helping them build businesses that ultimately, in the long run, morph into services. It's a way to glue the services to the facility and keep people, on the grounds longer.
You think about the clientele that makes up a country club and the different needs that those folks have, and you have, a limited space. How do you go about doing a good job of outfitting that so it's going to be a high level of performance being utilized within the facility?
Overbuilt locker rooms and cart barns and poorly used spaces and facilities are quickly becoming something that we have to become experts in converting and deciding, how efficiently to do that and to allow it to still feed into the property like it was meant to be there.
Well, we did a job down in Stuart, Florida with Bill at Mariner Sands, and they were building a new performance center, and they had a facility that was really more of a liability than an asset again, and we came in, and after plenty of meetings and presentations to the board, and put together a very nice 4,000 square foot room. It got a case study there actually, where we brought in a TPI training team, Diversified Therapeutics, Jackie and Calvin, and we plugged them in as the training arm there for the clubs. And within 3 months, they were generating over $60,000 in training revenue, with a percentage of that going back to the club. We haven't even talked about the medical aspect yet. At certain clubs like Piper Glen, Wednesday's medical day. So the members know they can get their medical work done there and not have to go again off-site or off-campus to a facility. They can do it all in-house.
Leads to more trust.
Absolutely.
More relationships and more revenue.
Bingo.
So, as you can see, a successful fitness program is much more than just a room of equipment. That's where TPI comes into play. TPI has been around since 2003, offering world-leading education for club industry professionals. They offer 5 unique fields of study: fitness, golf, medical, power, and junior development. A club with a staff certified in these fields is a club that can offer more to their membership, as well as align programming that positively affects club revenues.
While the lion's share of TPI certification happens during the 2-day seminar, the entire process starts several weeks earlier with a series of prerequisite videos. All attendees are required to watch the Level 1 online course, The Body Swing Connection, before attending the seminar. This fun and educational course is just under 4 hours in length and explains in detail all the information needed to prepare you for the practical application nature of the Level 1 workshop.
Lance Gill is an industry-leading educator and coach, as well as the lead instructor for TPI's Level 1 and 2 fitness seminars. We were able to talk with them about why TPIs become so important for the country club marketplace.
Lance Gill, TPI instructor extraordinaire and owner, president of LG Performance. Thanks a lot for being with us. Lance, talk about why TPI is becoming so important for the private sector.
Well, for the private sector and the clubs, that we're seeing that the majority of their members are in that baby boomer age, where it's, we'll say, above 55, 60 years old, and as such, they have a little bit more expendable time and income in their lives and want to play golf. And TPI offers a solution to help keep people playing golf longer. And if we keep them playing golf longer, they're happier, they're spending more money at the clubs, and at the end of the day, that's a win for everyone.
Can you tell the viewers a little bit more, go in depth about the triad team that you speak of during the sessions?
So the golf professional is the head honcho, if you will, the leader, and they take the student, the golfer, through the myriad changes that they're going to need in their swing or their game to help make them play better, hit it farther, and play in less pain. And the medical side and the fitness side are basically like a pit crew. So if this is an auto race analogy, the golfer is the actual car, the automobile. The golf pro is the driver of the automobile. And medical and fitness, we're the pit crew.
We're not only learning about the physically fit side of things, but also the audience can talk and learn, grasp about the fiscally fit side of what TPI brings to a club.
Establishing a fitness program can yield a lot of revenue for a club that prior to that was not there, while covering the cost of the equipment, the hard costs. And then if 70% of golfers worldwide are playing in pain or have played in pain, adding that medical component, which might be a 10 by 10 room with a treatment table, is invaluable. If the retention levels go up, that's everything for a golf club. And ultimately that will attract the Generation X client that we were talking about. I think one of the good profit-driven success stories is Greystone Country Club down in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. My good friend Mark Blackburn is the director of instruction, has his own academy. His fitness director, his general manager are all on board. And Mark can send clients over to the fitness center. He knows what they're going to be doing. The fitness pro sends them right back to him with better capabilities, and it's driving revenue from all angles.
Lance, if one of our VGM club members had any question on attending maybe a seminar in the 2017 season, what would you tell them to put them over the edge?
I know you're already an expert, but if you want to just take some tidbits of information that can help refine your expertise so that your earnings go up and your productivity goes up, then I think what we offer is invaluable. And we've worked with the most amount of golfers on the planet, from a high level and a low level, and from that I think we have the most amount of expertise in the area of assessing the body and applying it to the golf swing. And to me, that can help you do what you do best, all right? And that's train golfers and coach golfers. That's what I would say to them.
Mark has seen the TPI philosophy work for his club's bottom line and believes in it so much, he dedicates some of his time teaching at the TPI certification classes. We talked with Mark about how to turn a TPI certification into revenue.
Mark Blackburn, Greystone Golf and Country Club. Mark, how can a club pro take a TPI certification and turn it into revenue for the shop?
The TPI certification is a tool to help get your toolbox bigger so that you can help more students. So if you know what the student can actually do physically, you have a much better chance of giving them a prescription from a swing standpoint of something they can actually do. Now all of a sudden, they're able to play better golf. That keeps them engaged more, and obviously when they're playing better golf, they're spending more money in the shop, they're spending more money on food and beverage, and not ready to run out of the parking lot and leave the club because they're embarrassed of how they played.
Is there a synergy that you have at Greystone with that culinary team on the type of meals that are available for your patrons now?
Some people are trying to avoid, inflammation, so they might, hey, look, I know I can't have gluten, I can't have some of these other things. So our chef, they're aware of some of these things. They even have pre-packed meals in our fitness center now in the fridge for people, just so that they can be aware of those things. So absolutely, it goes across. It's trying to create a culture of, look, we're going to over-deliver, we're going to create raving fans.
There's a lot of connectivity at the club, and there's a lot of connectivity with your audience at the TPI certification seminars. Do you see a benefit for someone who's potentially looking at coming in 2017, and what further education is there available for them after the seminar?
Yeah, so the great thing about the TPI family, as we like to call it, is that we have over 22,000 certified professionals now. So there's a network across the world, and we're in, I think it's over 30 countries now. What you get post-seminar is you get the website and our pro site, which is a great resource. It's probably the best golf fitness website in the world. And then we also have online learning now. So we have the level 2 seminars are all based on the internet. So we have our junior track, we have our fitness track, we have our medical track, and we have our golf track. And then we have you for a level 3 seminar that you can come to Oceanside for a full workshop. So it's a 3 or 4 day experience at HQ. Beautiful spot there in Oceanside. It's an amazing facility, and we take people through the hands-on of how to use all this information with live golfers. And so the education never kind of ends.
So with mytpi.com getting just north of 150,000 unique visits a month, does that turn into a big marketing advantage for those TPI certified folks?
What's really cool is we have a sort of area designated on the site to find a fitness pro, and that gives anybody who's certified the ability to fill out their profile, their background, and then they're integrated into the website, so that if someone types in their zip code, now all of a sudden that person's going to come up with their profile. Let's say you're a golf professional, you're level 1, 2, or 3 golf, and then you can have your minors, you can take any of the other seminars just so that you can learn about what these other professions do, which makes you a better professional in your own right. The more knowledge you have, the more that you can bestow upon the student, so to speak.
Mark is right. The education never ends. And after 2 days of class time, you're put to the test. Literally. Pass your online test and you'll be on your way to making TPI work for your club's patrons and profitability. If you have any questions regarding what you've seen with Life Fitness, TPI, or how VGM Club can help your club, hit the Contact Us button on our website or give us a call. We're happy to help.
That's all for this episode of VGM Club Chronicles. We'd like to thank our partners Life Fitness and TPI. Until next time, cheers.